What's up guys, Blaine here, and today I'm coming at you with a video on Enhanced Shamans. So today Blizzard decided to finally make Enhanced Shaman into a real class. They got significant overall buffs on their damage and their healing. I can quickly go over what they did right here. So basically Enhanced got a 15% overall damage buff on all their abilities. And then they also got an overall 50% buff on Healing Surge. And basically what this is Blizzard was untuning their tuning knobs in the background. So enhanced damage was basically nerfed by 50%, and they changed the nerf by -50 to -35. So that's 15% of an overall buff. And then Healing Surge is no longer affected by the -35% value at all anymore. In addition to that, Feral Spirit got a 250% damage buff, and as big as that sounds, they still don't hit that hard. It is a little noticeable when they're on the target now, but 250% of almost zero is still almost zero. Forceful Winds got a small damage nerf. That's okay because Elemental Blast got a 25% damage buff for Enhance. Fire Nova got a 75% damage buff. Hailstorm got a small nerf. Hot Hand got a little bit of a different fix to it. It's still not going to be that great. Lashing Flames is 8 seconds longer, and Ice Strike, which is now most likely the best talent in the second row right here, got a 75% damage buff. Now, Enhance actually feels like a solid class now. I'm going to go ahead and show you some examples of the damage and healing. Unfortunately, Arena is still having trouble on the beta, and it's either the fact that there's no one queuing, because I've only seen this one other Shaman out here on beta, testing on the dummies, or, it's still bugged. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and let's take a look at the damage and healing. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys an example of the healing changes to Enhanced Shaman. Now, currently I'm running Earth Shield, which gives us a 20% buff on the healing on the Shaman that it's being used on. And then I also have some conduits that are modifying my healing surge as well. Where is it? Right here. Your Healing Surge has a 15% more effectiveness on yourself with the Refreshing Waters, and then down here as well, Focus Lightning, which essentially gives me 5% increased healing on a 5-stack Maelstrom weapon. In addition to that, I'm also going to run Swelling Waves as the PvP talent, and also, just for the sake of getting everything in there that we can on one Healing Surge, we're going to drop a Vesper Totem and count that healing into the big instant healing that we can do. So let's see what we can get with a non-crit. We're going to go in here and we're going to try and, oh no, beta lag again. All right, let's do another take on this. 1 second. Guys, look at what is happening right here. Yeah. Blizzard did not fix this from the week before, unfortunately, so that means no arena content this week. All right, we fixed that little issue, so let's get back into it. We're going to grab a 5-stack Maelstrom weapon right here. And after this 5-stack Maelstrom weapon, we're going to open up current segment, get healing out, make sure what happened to me is selected. All right, here we go, the 5-stack. We're going to drop a Vesper Totem right here and do one single Healing Surge. All right, let's take a look. So this is a crit. We just healed ourselves in one Healing Surge for 33k Healing Surge and Swelling Waves. That is more health than I have right now. We just more than lay on hands ourselves, plus we get the Vesper Totem healing of 1.6k. Now this is on a crit, so let's see if we can get a non-crit right here, just to show an example. Of course, my Maelstrom weapon is a little bit slow right here. All right, there we go. Now, what about a non-crit right here? I'm not entering that. That was a 20-minute queue. Nope, nope, no, no, nope. Nope, it already lagged me out once. I can't break my client again. All right. So a non-crit Healing Surge for roughly 11k. So you do get that variance, that 5% variance up and down plus the crit. But a non-crit healed for about 16k right there. So this is more than double of what it was healing for the prior week if you included this all together. So the 50% healing buff actually feels much, much stronger. And that might have to do something with the conduits, but this is crazy strong. This is now, Healing Surge is now the strongest heal of all hybrid heals. It beats Word of Glory, it beats Feral Druid healing, it beats anything. This is a really, really solid heal. Now let's take a look at damage. Let's swap up to here. And we're going to look at the Wind Fury Breakdown. So currently I'm running this belt right here. So dropping Wind Fury grants you a 100% chance to gain a Wind Fury weapon. We're running that. We are also going to run Ice Strike, Forceful Winds, and we're going to do a little bit of a DPS test right here to see how well Enhance is doing. I'll even toss a Lightning Shield on instead of Earth Shield. And Feral Spirits as well got buffed. Awesome. We're just going to do everything that we can into this dummy right here. All right, let's start off. We got 2 Forceful Wind stacks right away. See if we can get maybe a third one before we proc our legendary. We got just a few more seconds before it. All right, we're gonna drop it right here. Proc it up, proc it up. We got 3 stacks. We're working on it. Okay, Heroism. Do an Ice Strike, Storm Strike. So we're hitting 3.3k on Lightning Bolt right now. That's definitely much higher than the weeks prior, and it's noticeable. Double back-to-back Lightning Bolt, 2.7k, 2.6k. It's there. The damage is there. We got 5 stacks of Forceful Winds. All right, let's break off. So, our max attack right there, Wind Fury attack. Now, granted, I didn't do the entire rotation correctly, and how did I get a Chain Lightning? Not quite sure how we got a Chain Lightning. Oh, that's the PvP talent I'm running. Okay, never mind. So, Wind Fury attack, our top ability with Forceful Winds. Even after the nerfs, it's still better, much better than it was before with the buffs. Storm Strike hits on average about 1500, and you've got to keep in mind that this hit is hitting twice or close to twice, so the second hit is just underneath that. So we're probably hitting around maybe 2 to 2.4k Storm Strikes on average. And then we have our Lightning Bolts hitting much harder than before. We're critting 5.5k Lightning Bolts, 2.8k non-crit Lightning Bolts, much higher. And let's take a look at the Wolves right here. Where are they? Oh, I'm done. I didn't do the Wolves at all. Okay, let's actually get a separate test for the Wolves. We're gonna auto this so they stay on target, because after a few autos they leave for some reason. They come back to you. We gotta attack the target, and we're gonna wait for their entire duration and see how much damage the Wolves did overall. Unfortunately, I don't have a comparison from the week prior to see how much they are doing overall, but they're hitting for about an auto attack combined every time. So they're an extra auto. So in total, our Wolves hit for 5.6k in 24 hits. Now that's not that big. And that goes back to the point of what I was saying is a 250% increase of almost 0 is still almost 0. We need something else attached to Spirit Wolf. If not, just a bigger buff on Spirit Wolf. That 250%, maybe we make it, 800%. Because these wolves, in my opinion, should be hitting for somewhere around 800 to 1,000 per tick if they're really going to be useful as an offensive cooldown. Because we were just autoing and doing pretty much nothing there, and our Wind Fury still did more damage than Spirit Wolves without a Wind Fury totem legendary on, or down on the ground. So yeah. Definitely needs to do more damage. Our last test will be how much damage we can do with just Ascendance right here. So let's take a look at that. All right, so keep in mind we have that about 15% overall damage increase on, all the non-Maelstrom related spells because of that tuning knob buff. So let's go ahead and just Heroism on this thing. I'm gonna drop a Vesper Totem as well. And we're gonna Heroism into an Ascendance, and that initial Ascendance hits everything. It does big damage. We're just going to look at the Wind Lashes, in my opinion. See how big they are. What type of numbers we can see. Look at that, 80. We bursted for 83k just because the AoE on the Ascendance. Unless they hit a critter. I'm looking for the critter. Yeah, there's the dead Stormin Rat right there. RIP Rat. Alright, it is up. Let's take a look at how much damage we are able to do with just Wind Lash right there. So, yes, of course, Ascendance, 1.17 million damage. Absolutely popping off. But when you ascend, guys, you actually hit really, really hard in an 8-yard radius around yourself. So if there was a player, 14k crit is actually fairly large on a player. Then we have our Wind Strikes. Our average Wind Strike is hitting for about 2.8k, and we can actually take a look at the offhand as well, 1.3k. So it's decent damage on the wind strike. This is noticeable. Last week, I believe I was hitting around like 1800 wind strikes. Nothing too fantastic. And we got 7 wind strikes off in that Ascendance with a Shamanism plus the PvP legendary, so we can reliably use that. And then Wind Fury attack, only 10 procs. So I'm going to do one more example of Ascendance, and let's see if we can isolate on a target somewhere else. All right, boom, we are magically at a single target dummy. So let's take a look at the Ascendance Breakdown with the burst. You know, for the heck of it, I'm going to toss in my my Doomwind Wind Fury Totem Legendary active, and we're just going to go through the damage rotation and see how it feels. All right, biggest burst, guys, here we go. Heroism, Trinket, we're getting out this thing. We're going to drop our Wind Fury, and boom, Wind Lashes, big burst, as much as we can do. Just kidding. This isn't as much of a burst as we can do, but it's the most fun that we can do. We could throw down a Vesper Totem, and we could throw down a Feral Spirit, Sunring, etc. But we want to test Ascendance and the Wind Lash. And oh my god! Before I even open this up, take a look at the Wind Fury damage. We did 40k with a Wind Fury attack. That is nuts. So, what we're primarily looking at right here is the damage between Wind Strike offhand. So we're at a solid, let's see, 40k with just Wind Strikes. Ascendance itself hit for about 8.1k non-crit, and then Wind Lash about 8k right there. Now, this is big. These are massive numbers for enhancement, at least, considering that you could be hitting with Feral Spirits. You know, you got your Flame Tongue on the target. You're actually hitting solid numbers once again. And our max Wind Fury was 3.1k in there on a crit. And we hit 26 Wind Furies. That feels so good. This burst is super solid. I'm very excited for Enhance to be bursty again and have some healing. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more. Also, I stream almost every day on Twitch at twitch.tv/LoveLadenPvP. If you guys are looking for arena content, I am sorry. I really tried. Arenas are unfortunately still broken. This is day 14 of Blizzard not fixing it in the latest beta build. And yeah, it's rough for PvP testing right now, but I will be doing it as soon as Blizzard has it re-enabled /fixed/ whatever they need to do in the back end to get it to work. But, you know, let's get on them for that, because this is something that comes out in 3 weeks, and we need to get that testing and tuning done. All right, guys, enjoy. Peace.